Hello, how you guys doing out there? All right. It's great to see some familiar faces. It's great to see some new faces. My name is Casey McPherson. I am in the bands Alpha Rev and Flying Colors, and I got to play the first ever one of these events, and it inspired me and surprised me so much that I begged them to become a board member. So I've been officially almost for a year a board member of ACGC, and you know, I have experienced some mental illness in my family. I lost both my brother and my father to suicide when I was a kid, younger. I'm still a kid. And one thing I've noticed is that the way we can combat a lot of this stuff is by starting when we're children, starting when we're young. And there's very few organizations out there that do that. And we are so lucky in this city to have ACGC to reach out and be a place for the 5-year-old kid who's has a single mom, who's having trouble at school, who's dealing with losing her brother, or who's dealing with alcoholic parents, or who's dealing with not having any parents at all and dealing with any mental illness. You know, they have about 3,000 of those stories a year of lives that they touch, and about 150,000 so far that they've touched. So give it up for ACGC.
Go?
Well, without further ado, I would like to welcome a big supporter of ours from KXAN, Robert Hadlock.
Hey, thank you all. Thank you all for being here. It's just a wonderful evening in Austin, Texas. A little hot out there, but we all made it in. The Longhorns didn't do too well, but we're all here and having a good time. On one of the last events here at the Austin Music Hall, you may not have heard, this place will no longer be here sometime next year. They're going to build a 40-story office tower right here. Just what Austin needs, right? Another big building downtown. Anyway, glad you're here. Welcome to the Austin Child Guidance Center's 4th annual Austin Originals Benefit Concert and live taping. I'm Robert Hadlock from KXAN News, and I'm honored to be here this evening. Tour Gigs is now officially streaming this event live through the Austin Chronicle homepage. We thank them for that, and so be sure to share on social media about where you are tonight so folks can tune in and watch from really anywhere in the world. I want to start off the evening by acknowledging the generosity of tonight's title sponsor, HEB Tournament of Champions. Thanks, HEB. We are extremely grateful for HEB's dedication to mental health here in Central Texas. We also want to thank our production level sponsors, Silicon Labs and Carl C. Anderson and Marie Jo Anderson Charitable Foundation, as well as the event gold sponsors tonight, Seton Family of Hospitals and Sephora. We're also extremely grateful to all the silver level sponsors and the wonderful list of media, food, and drink sponsors for the evening. We hope you all enjoyed the Austin Originals Tasting Grove tonight. Food was fantastic. That was presented by Lexus of Austin Lakeway. Thank you so much. I now want to ask you to please take a look at your tables. There should be a ballot envelope for the Tasting Grove. And please make sure you fill out the ballot and mark your favorite food sponsor for this evening. The best choice will get a write-up in Influential magazine. Pretty cool. The Austin Child Guidance Center is a true Austin original and local pioneer, really, in children's mental health services. They have created long-term positive impacts for families in our community for almost 65 years, going back to 1950. And next year, on February 25th, the agency will celebrate its 65th anniversary at the Four Seasons. So please mark your calendars for this monumental occasion at the Four Seasons, February 25th. And each year, this music event continues to grow. The Austin Originals Benefit Concert has a history of bringing together so many remarkable local business owners, business organizations, corporations, and individuals who believe in social responsibility and uplifting children who are in need right here in Austin. We appreciate each and every one of you for attending tonight, and we thank you for your support in helping us to improve the mental and emotional well-being of local children. We especially want to thank and recognize this year's honorary co-chairs, B.A. Snyder and Danae Halvo. B.A. and Danae, would you please join me here on stage? Give them a hand, please. They did a lot of work for putting this thing together tonight. And ladies, we do appreciate all your hard work, time, and dedication in helping us grow this event and your efforts in raising the brand and mission of Austin Child Guidance Center. This was the first year that we had co-chairs, and we liked it so much that from here on out, we will continue with that tradition, and we will keep on one chair for the next year to maintain continuity. B.A. Snyder has agreed to stay on. Very nice. And she personally invited Colin Pope, editor of the Austin Business Journal, to join her as co-chair for the 2016 event as we find a new venue for this great event. Congratulations. There they are. Let's get a picture. Colin, B.A., Danae, thank you all so much. Appreciate your volunteering for this, and we thank you for your commitment. We also want to thank the Events Planning Committee. If you were part of this committee, we would love for you to please stand and get some recognition. Folks on the committee, there's some. Thank you. Thank you all very, very much. 4 years ago, we started an annual tradition as we presented the first annual Phyllis Richards Austin Icon for Children Award to Dr. Phyllis Richards for her amazing legacy of improving future outcomes for children. Like Phyllis Richards, we had some amazing finalists for the award who have contributed greatly to the betterment of children. Before we announce tonight's winners, we want to recognize all of the finalists. As I announce each finalist's name, I would like for you to stand up and stay standing until the last name is called. We will hold our applause to the end. Lisa Tate, will you please stand? Nancy Rossinow, Shirley Hartman, and Milton Verrett. On behalf of the Austin Child Guidance Center and all the children in the community, thank you very much for making a difference in being the change you want to see in the whole world. We appreciate all of your dedication, talent, and treasure in helping improve life outcomes for children. Let's again give them a round of applause, please. And now we want to give out the awards, and we want to offer congratulations to Robin Rossell for winning the 4th annual Phyllis Richards Austin Icon for Children Award in the category of Community Professional. Robin? Way to go.
My name is Russell Smith. I'm the Executive Director of Austin Child Guidance Center. Woo! We're so delighted to have you join us this evening, and we're so delighted to be able to honor Robin, who's been such a wonderful partner for Austin Child Guidance Center. And I am pleased to present to you the Phyllis Richards Icon for Children Award for 2015.
Thank you. And I just want to really thank Austin Child Guidance Center. When I was a graduate student at UT, and we didn't win today, but that's okay. The prime internship was to be able to intern with Austin Child Guidance Center. And they set a bar then, they've set a bar ever since. And when we put together the tandem program for teen parents, there was one agency I knew I had to have as our partner in that with People's Community Clinic, and that was Austin Child Guidance. I think this community is so lucky to have had them for almost 65 years, and I could not be more honored. Thank you very much.
Congratulations, Robin. And by the way, Robin was nominated by Sharon Ingraham. Thank you very much, Sharon, for that. She serves as the Director of Behavioral Health and Social Services at the People's Community Clinic here in Austin. Robin's advocacy and expertise in social work has made a monumental impact on our community's young people. In 1996, Robin saw a need for an interagency collaborative approach to teenage pregnancy. She also recognized a need to reduce subsequent pregnancies, involve the father in educational support to improve expecting the mother's health, as well as providing social emotional support. She envisioned and developed the multi-agency collaborative tandem teen prenatal and parenting program that has worked with hundreds of underserved expectant teenage parents through the provision of primary health and behavioral health. The tandem program has most definitely provided a brighter future to hundreds of children and families here in Central Texas. Robin. And now for our second award, we want to congratulate Mary Wilbur for winning the 4th annual Phyllis Richards Austin Icon for Children Award. Come on up. In the category of community activist, Mary Wilbur, will you please take the stage along with Renee Hansen Malone, who is ACGC's Director of Development.
On behalf of the Austin Child Guidance Center and our entire community, we are so honored to give you this award tonight. I've had the pleasure of getting to know you. I have a deep respect for this woman. The amount of time, energy, and resources she's gathered together for Center for Child Protection has been amazing, phenomenal. Thank you so much, Mary, for all you do.
Thank you, Renee. Let me just take a moment and thank the Austin Child Guidance Center and their board of directors for this award. I'm truly honored. I'd also like to take a moment to thank my husband, Bob, who has walked with me for the past 20 years, and I wouldn't be standing here without his support, so thank you so much. And the other thing is that these kind of awards are wonderful, and I appreciate it very much, but this is really about what every one of you in this room does every single day. And so this is an honor that you all deserve also. Thank you for taking your time and giving your treasures and using your talents on behalf of today's children and tomorrow's children. Thank you.
Thank you, Mary, and congratulations to you. Mary was nominated by Maxine Roberts, who was one of the award winners from last year. And during Mary's 20 years of service to the Center for Child Protection, she has made significant contributions to projects and philanthropic efforts dedicated to supporting children who have been abused. Mary serves as the chair of the Tomorrow's Child Legacy Foundation and was an essential driving force in the Capitol campaign. She raised nearly $9.1 million needed to build their new center. That's amazing. She also served as chair of the building committee and was inducted into the center's founding class of the Friends of Christopher Guild. Mary was also a leader in creating the Center for Child Protection's first endowment, and through her commitment and outstanding philanthropic efforts, Mary has selflessly devoted her time and energy to sustaining programs to end the cycle of abuse. Just a little background on what Mary's done for the organization. We thank her very much. There's no doubt that Austin is an amazing and now really cosmopolitan city filled with a thriving economy and a vibrant downtown we're all enjoying tonight. It's sometimes very easy to forget that there are many in our community who are struggling, and the tremendous gap between the rich and the poor continues to grow and divide our city. In a snapshot, everything looks great on the surface, but behind the closed doors, there are many children and families dealing with significant issues. Did you know that approximately 1 in 4 children experience a significant traumatic event by the age of 16? 1 in 4. This statistic is staggering, as studies indicate that trauma can significantly affect the developing brain. The traumatic life events are connected to a child's overall health, their academic performance, and life outcomes. And for many lower income families, there are too many barriers to obtaining quality mental health services. The Austin community is growing, and our population numbers are too as well. And so is ACGC's scope of services. Currently, the center provides counseling and psychological services on site at their central location up on 45th and Lamar, and they deliver mental health services in the community at 7 at-risk child care centers, 3 middle schools, 4 charter schools, and over at People's Community Clinic. Proceeds from tonight's benefit will assist the center in serving over 3,700 clients annually, and 80% of the families they serve are living at or below 200% of the federal poverty level. It is a value to the center to not turn away any child for inability to pay. When a child experiences stress, divorce, grief, anxiety, trauma, neglect, and abuse, the Austin Child Guidance Center is there to help families gain skills to face life's challenges. Without ACGC, you could only imagine how very different our community might be. Making sure our children are mentally healthy has long been a positive impact in our community, and that is why we're here tonight to raise money to provide the mental and emotional well-being of local children and families.